Welcome to day 2 of Human Growth and Anatomy. I apologize for not being here today, but I am away, and so I needed to get this information to you, and I figured a video would be the best way to do it, so that way you don't have to try to manage through your assignment towards the end of this period by yourself. Okay, the first thing that you're going to do in this video is you're going to pause your video and you're going to go to your Canvas course and you're going to answer this bell ringer question. It should be posted right away as soon as class starts. But the question is do you think you should talk to do you think parents should talk to their kids about sex? Why or why not? And then after you answer this question, come back and continue this video. I'll give you time to pause that and then come back. Okay. Thank you for coming back to class. Okay, as you can see, the male reproductive system, we're going to talk about the male reproductive system and the female reproductive system here today. I'm going to kind of walk you through class. Sorry, I'm sitting in the classroom and the lights keep going out. So we're going to talk about the male reproductive system first. And the male reproductive system obviously is made up of the penis and the scrotum and the testes, kind of the main parts that people continue to see or know about, but there's a lot more to it. We have the penis with the bladder, the urethra, the scrotum, the testes, the seminal vesicles, the epididymis, the vas deferens, the prostate gland. All that is making up the male anatomy. And what I'm going to do real quick is I'm just going to kind of walk you through this. I know eventually in your graphic organizer that you're going to work on, it's going to have pictures of this. But what's going to happen here is we have the first, I guess, male anatomy piece is the organ of the male anatomy, which is the penis. Okay? It's where your urine and your semen stream through. It is the part that is exterior on the male body. Okay. The next piece is going to be the bladder. Okay. The bladder is a muscular sac. It's behind the pubic bone. This is obviously where fluids are held, and it's one where the urine would travel from the bladder through the to the penis and then out the body. Okay. And then we have the urethra. The urethra is a slender tube. Okay, as you can see kind of right here, it's the slender tube. It's the pathway for the urine and the semen to stream through to exit the body. Okay, so it would leave the bladder and it would go through the urethra and then out the penis and then exit the body that way. Okay. The next part is the scrotum. Okay, the scrotum is the outer sac. It's the holding the testes. Okay, so this part right here is the scrotum. It's holding the testes. Okay, the testes are gonna what creates your masculinity, your hormones, your semen. It's ones where there are two of them most times on males. If I was here, I would tell you the story that we had a friend in high school that had a paintball accident and now only has one testy. So yes, you can have only one testy, and it's something that, like I said, creates the masculinity hormone, and it also creates the semen in the body. We also have the seminal vesicles. The seminal vesicles are a sugary solution. Okay, they create the liveliness, and this is where it's created in the testes, and then it helps the semen leave the body and travel. The epididymis is a duct behind the testes, which sperm passes through to the vas deferens. And then obviously we get to the vas deferens, and the vas deferens are tubes that transport sperm from the testes. And then we have the prostate gland. This produces preserving fluid for the sperm to allow it to travel all the way through the body and then out the body if sexual intercourse was happening, to continue to give its liveliness for the sperm to travel through the female and possibly fertilize with an egg. And I know that's a very quick overview of the major parts of the male anatomy. And again, I apologize for the lights continuing to go on and off as we talk about this here. Okay, our next one is the female reproductive system. Okay, the female reproductive system is just as complicated, even though it doesn't look like it. It is made up of the uterus, the fallopian tubes, the ovaries, the endometrium, the cervix, and the vagina. Okay, The uterus, this is a pear-shaped organ that is kind of the womb. This is where the baby is going to attach and can grow over the 9-month period. It's where the embryo and the fetus mature. It's towards the top of the reproductive system. The fallopian tubes, there are 2 fallopian tubes. These are offer the passageway for the ovary to ovary, okay? And then we have the ovary, which is the female sex hormone. And there most times are 2 ovaries. They release over 2 million eggs that can be I guess fertilized by the male sperm if sexual intercourse was to take place without a contraceptive method. Okay. And then we have the endometrium. This is the lining of the uterus that sheds every 28 to 30 days. This is the lining that when someone says they on their period, okay, it's that this is what is shedding if fertilization process has not taken is not going on. Then we have the cervix, which is the stem of the uterus. It opens and closes. This is the strong barrier of the uterus. Okay. And then we have the vagina. This is the tubular pathway from the cervix to the outside of the body. And then there's a few more outside of the body pieces that you might see as you continue to do a little bit more research on the female anatomy. And like I said, I know it doesn't seem as complex, but the female is just as complex as the male. There's not just as many major parts into it. Okay. So what you're going to do now that the video is over and you kind of got a little bit of basic understanding of what each does, you might be able to go back and watch this video to give you an idea of what each part does to help you with your thing. But you're going to get a male and female anatomy outline that looks like this. Anything that is marked in yellow, I want you to try to do. Okay, and go through and label the different parts. Over here, go through and get the actual definitions of each part. Each of these are going to give us a better understanding of what is happening, so that way we can better understand the fertilization process, the path the sperm is going to take to attach to the egg and then grow an embryo for the next 9 months and create a baby. And so you're going to work on this graphic organizer. Okay, there is a word bank that is provided to you in your slideshow. So I also give you a slideshow. I'm going to give you a graphic organizer. And then you can also come back and watch this video to get more, or you can go out and do your own, just try to find the definitions of each of these. The expectation is that this is done for class next time, and then we will go over it and check it to make sure that everybody has the correct understanding of what's going on. I will tell you that these are going to come about in a test, so you're really going to want to make sure these are done. If these are not done, then we're going to have some consequences on Monday. Thank you, and look forward to chatting on Monday about this.